You're right, people on YouTube, it's me, Murdo128, and today is day 6 to go for the Wii U launch, or 5 days if you're doing the Wii U midnight launch, which I am, as you knew from yesterday. And as I said yesterday, today is a review of a Wii game, which I'm kind of like, which is kind of false. It's not just a Wii game, it's 2 Wii games, and these Wii games are launch games when the Wii came out, because I thought I'll give a tribute to the Wii, because you know, it's going on the shelf of old consoles. That's why I call my shelf where I put all, retro consoles. Yeah, so it's staying up there now. I've even put it up there now. To, in fact, I wonder if I can show you. It's not like you really care, but yeah, there it is. Next to the Xbox, though the Xbox isn't. I only kept it there because there was not enough room on my bottom of my shelf. The Wii is on the shelf of old consoles. I've been playing it for the week. I've been playing it for quite the week to give it its last run before it stays up there and probably not used, because the Wii U can use Wii games, so that's all good. Anyway, the Wii games I am going to review are Wii Sports, and Wii Play. Wii Sports and Wii Play. I'll start with Wii Sports because it's the one that came with the console every time you want it, and it's the best seller of all time for the console. I don't wonder why, because it came with the console. And originally this was coming with it too, to give you a second controller, but it never did, and it just came with a separate controller. That's what the bundle was of Wii Play. But anyway, Wii Sports, what can you really say? Wii Sports is really just there to show functionalities of the Wii Remote. That's pretty much what it's there for, and also it's a good like family starter kit game, which is really good. I mean, in all honesty, Wii Sports is I think out of all of it, it's a really good bundle to have with the Wii, because it does basically show you the different like functions of the Wii Remote you can do. You know, like tennis, you swing it like a bat. Baseball, where you hold your club like a baseball bat, and you got golf, which obviously you use as a golf club, bowling, and boxing, where the nunchuck is also good for it. It shows you the feature of the nunchuck, as it can be used as a second sensor. Well, basically, yeah, another sensor for the games. I don't know what you call them. I keep forgetting. But yeah, that's pretty much the 5 games that come with it. What I would say with each of them, I'm going to start with all of them. Okay, first is tennis. I think everyone basically played this the first time it came out. I mean, when they played Wii, the first game they played was tennis, because I wanted to try and go whoop, smack, yeah, I'm looking like I'm actually playing tennis. But then after a couple of years, you're just sitting there and you're going, that's me anyway. I do that because I know after a while I was like, yeah. Now just like, it's just because like there's no real need to stand up. And I was trying to make you active, which was good, very good of them. But after a while, I just got super bored of it. Next game, I think it's baseball that comes next. I really thought this was one of my favourites, because I love baseball. I know we don't really have it over here in England, but it's an actual really fun game to play on here. I like the idea that you can be both the pitcher and obviously the batter up. So it's actually pretty good. I like that. I thought it could be a bit more interactive, because I thought it wasn't as interactive, but it still did the part. I think it still did a good part. Yeah, I thought when after you level up, because obviously in Wii Sports you level up and the game gets harder. I thought where it got, you level up more, it really did get bloody hard. And to be honest with you, I liked it. I thought it was really good. Third game was bowling. My favourite out of all. I loved Wii Bowling. I think I got up to like 9 pins, like 9 strikes in a row, which was fantastic. I felt so on a high when I got there, and I was like, you miss. It was like, fuck you. I think it's because I was getting too cocky at that time. Well, I wasn't being cocky, but I think I was building myself up to fail in the last bit. But I did really well. I'm like the highest on that game. I think I remember I'm highest. And yeah, it's so fun, especially when you do, like, you can do them mini games for each game. I like playing like when you got all them millions and millions of pins, and then you get that like little trick where if you throw it onto the ledge, there's a button where you can explode them all, and then we'll all fall down. Love that. That's so fun to do. Okay, and I've stayed for all them games I've talked about so far. The controls work perfectly. They're all fantastic controls on them. Really well done. Next game was golf. Interesting about golf is that the maps and all that game are all taken from Golf from the NES. All the maps are literally just that game. Bring Wii Sports. Pretty interesting fact that is. I like how the wind conditions affect the ball, which is like realistic because it would affect the ball. Yeah, and I thought what really didn't work for me, and this was just seems to be me. I don't think the like actually swinging it was working that well. I never seem to have. I mean, sometimes it would work fantastically, and then sometimes it just wouldn't work. I don't understand why. But it's not as worse as when I did my like Christmas video when I was reviewing carnival games. That was fucking terrible. That you can't even hit the ball on that game. But this, at least it was more functional than that. But it was probably the way I was holding it or something, but it just seemed to never work for me, so I kind of skipped that game a lot. Next game is bear boxing, which I thought was awesome. Just going punch, punch. I look so weird when I do that. You punch away, being some me's up. I like that. And I love you could do that. Yeah, take it. After I always won. After a while, I think it was like a woman. I don't know. Getting beat up by a woman. A woman. Me was like when I was high up. She was like very strong, and I still can't beat her today. And I try, but I just can't seem to do uppercuts or anything like that. I always seem to not work for me. Again, it's probably because I'm not doing it right or something like that. But you know, it's just me. So yeah, that was my little review of Wii Sports. Out of all, I'll give it at least a 9 out of 10. I think it's a really fun game. I think for an impact game, it's fantastic. I don't think you would need anything else for like a first game. It's very well good. I mean, like now you can buy as like one of the Wii Best games now, which is like £20. But when you got it here, you don't need it. So yeah, that was that. Next game we play, and I gotta make this quickly. There's about 9 games on here, so I'm gonna quickly name them all. I'll say them all at once, and I'm trying to look at this to get more. I'm trying to look at the back to say what they are again. Okay. First one was like a duck hunt game where you shoot like cans and aliens to stop your music again taken away, and with a friend. I think that's really good. I think that's fun to play, and you trying to beat each other to get in the best score, which I always did a lot. Next thing was like, I think it was like Change Me or something, where you have to do particular poses. I love it, though I hate it at the same time. It's because it frustrates me. I get really like nervous at stuff like that. I go, fuck, hurry. But you know, it's really a adrenaline rush, and I think it's really fun. The thing I have to say about that game is the background with the birds and bugs you can see in the pictures. For some reason I find them funny because that's what distracts me, and I know they're there to distract you, but it's just looking at the background makes me laugh. Next game is I think it's like Spot Me or something like that. The one where you have to find like spot different Mii's, and trust me, I love that. It's my favourite one of them all. I find it so much fun to do. It's just like I can win. I get so far in the game. I think I get up to nearly 100, and yet then afterwards I fail. It's so addictive to do though. Second game I think is the Pong one. In that game, it's just basically basic Pong. You can move your bat around. You know, it's pretty lenient. I think that's based off the old Nintendo Pong machine. Don't know. It's possible, but you never know. Then there's the billiards one, which I love too. Sometimes I can't, again with the controls, and sometimes trying to hit that, and it never seems to work. Though the way I sit when I'm playing my Wii, I can understand why it doesn't work, but you know, such and such. What else? The fishing one I love. For some reason, that reminds me of winter anyway. It's because like obviously I got this when I got my Wii, and yeah, I thought it was very relaxing actually. And then I hate it when the little shrimp fish got you, and then you know it took minus your points, and I was like, fuck you, you fucking fish. So yeah, that was interesting. And then there was the one when you're riding the cow. I love that one because I love doing the steering wheel stuff with the remote. I mean, especially when Mario Kart wasn't announced yet. Doing that, I like to try driving games. I thought it was really good. I mean, I always loved getting a steering wheel when I had like my N64 and stuff. And I like that idea. I thought it was really fun, and I love how you tilt it and you go really, really fast. And to be honest, I think I actually did beat the game, and I got all the scarecrows. I think that game was one of my favourites out of them all. I don't know how many games I've really spoke about yet. I think I've done them all at the same time. I think I've talked about 8 now. Yeah, right. Last game was Tank, and I enjoy Tank. I just love the music because it sounds so cute for an army-like game. And you need the nunchuck to move the what's called the tank around, and the sensor, you know, the Wii remote was used to shoot and aim. It was really, it's hard. Hello, people on Xbox. It was hard, but especially when you think of it, because you got so many things to do at once, it was obviously going to be hard. But overall, that was an okay game too. So that was Wii Play, and I would rate that again as score. I'll rate that 9 out of 10 again, because you know, you get control with it, you're getting fun out of it. And I just remember there was one more game, ping pong. I thought that was quite tricky myself. That's all I can say. It was quite tricky. Sometimes I could do it, sometimes I couldn't do it. Controls were alright, and it wasn't that bad, so I had to quickly put that one in there. But yeah, both games 9 out of 10, because you get something with them, and you know, for like budget games, they're pretty good. I mean, check them out if you can find them still. Yeah, go and check them out. So this was day 6/5 of the Wii U launch. This is me, Murder128, signing out. Have a nice day, guys, and I will speak to you tomorrow.